Welcome to Entrepreneurship Practical course Design Thinking and Human Centered Design. In the startup journey, last lecture class we discussed about importance of design thinking principles, and very important the steps involved in the design thinking. Recollecting all those things, initially we have 5 major steps. Empathize. From the empathy, we are defining the problem. Then ideate the problem. After ideation, we have a prototype, finally testing. These are the 5 steps involved in the design thinking process. This course mainly concerned human-centric, not industry-based problem we are dealing. We are very particular about human comfort life, the social problem arising in the society. We are taking that problem in the empathize manner. Last video lecture we have given very important in the topic empathize, first stage. How the empathize will work out, types of empathize, then benefits of empathize, and also mental health based on the empathy we discussed. Now coming to the point, after empathy we have a proper definition from the empathize statement. Here we need to define proper statement, define the problem statement. Based on the problem statement only, we can give suitable idea from technology base. We have a definition, problem definition we need. How will you write a problem statement? Then how will you define how to ask question while surveying or any other important technique to give any suitable problem. Coming to picture, now how will you define the problem statement? The definition says the important step in the design thinking process. When a problem is clearly and accurately identified, can a research project be conducted properly? Defining marketing research problem set the course of the entire project. For a research, we are writing few important steps. Introduction, literature survey. Based on that, we have a summary of literature. Then we are analyzing research gap. From the research gap, we are identifying objective of the research, then scope of the research. In the definition of this problem study, identify the important problem statement. Before that, we need to identify objective of the problem. Objective of the research, what we are going to do. The main objective of this research. Main objective of the research to avoid the major accidents in the road. For achieving this objective, we have some sub-objective also. Defining sub-objective is a very important role here. Then immediately we have a scope of our research also. The scope says, very important here, the scope of the research giving a limitation of the problem or research, how we are defining. We are considering one particular area only. We are not analyzing beyond that. For your information, the problem definition here reducing the accident. We are considering the accident reduction in the national highway. We are considering in the national highway means what are the cause and effect. These are the question. So problem objective, research objective. Now we are defining what is main objective, then sub objective. Scope, we are giving limitation. This age group, this area, we are giving the scope. That's why we are telling beyond that scope, we are not considering. Now we have a definition. Revisit unknown to align new knowledge. Now after empathize, we understand the problem. Before defining the problem, we should look knowledge about the problem. Research finding into regular statement. What are the research articles available in the national level and international level? The national and international level, after taking all those things, narrate a story about that problem. From that problem, narrating the story, generate a problem statement accordingly. Then finally, rethink, revisit, record everything in proper way. So we need to identify, based on the empathy, we need to identify the problem statement. Like this, reducing poverty, the problem statement. Based on that, we have a national, international level of research. We have a objective, sub-objective, scope. Here, scope, the poverty reduction in particular area only we are considering. So hunger index problem statement. These are the important area where we are going to study how we are reducing these things. Now we will define the problem based on the scientific way. Now the scientific way says one end problem initially defined. Here, initial input is the problem definition. Then we have the problem statement is the output. For that, we have a question, why, what, when, whom, where. These are the W based question. H based question, how many, how. These are the question we should approach the problem before defining. We have a input, some typical initial definition of the problem. Then we are going to write a proper definition for the problem by asking more research, more relevant question related to W and H. Now we have definition of the problem based on the Kaizen. You know, Kaizen is a continuous improvement. Now we have 5W 2H problem. What, when, where, who, which. These are 5W. H, how many, how. These are the H type. So what, when, where, who, which, these are the problem statement by Kaizen. How many, how, these are the 2W, 2H, 5W question. This makes clarity of the problem statement. The clarity gives suitably where we can take this problem statement. Based on the problem statement only, we can design a prototype. From the prototype, we have a testing. So initially, the state start from empathize. After empathize, we have a problem statement. With that problem statement, we are defining the idea to prototype to testing. After testing, validation, before scale up, if any flaws, we go once again the closed loop. Last lecture class we discussed closed loop of the problem statement. Before that we have a empathize, problem statement definition, ideate, then immediately prototype, finally testing, flaw in the testing, defect in the testing, once again goes to empathy statement. Based on that we are defining the problem. From empathize to definition, Kaizen gives continuous improvement. Just comparing our previous principle of design thinking with the Kaizen definition. That also continuous improvement. That's why we put in the closed loop. Now we have a flow of idea in a problem statement. First one is a topic, that is a big area, subject area. Then educational issue. The problem something that need a solution. Whether are we eligible to discuss with that much qualification are we having? Evidence from the literature, evidence from the practical experience. These are the evidence of the issue. Before starting up that problem identification, we need to understand these things. Then, deficiency in the evidence. We call technical feasibility, whether is it probably solving. We have a idea statement. For that idea statement, we need to work out all those things by means of adding literature, national level and international level. Based on that, we have a proper evidence. Then redesigning and the definition of deficiency, then select properly the problem statement. So start from one large area topic. Then we have a educational issues. From the educational issue we have a evidence. Then deficiency in the evidence. Then redefining the problem statement based on literature, national level and international level. Now how to define a problem statement? If you are considering one particular area, the problem is here the people are not able to take 3 times meal, that too nutritious. So identifying the problem statement itself very difficult. We are selecting one particular area. We are going to identify hunger index. How will you define the problem statement here? The topic is hunger index, major subject area. That educational issues, how to measure the index, which level of people we need to consider. Definition for nutritious food. Nutritious food means how many time we want to take. Then national level, how they are identifying the hunger index. International level, how they are comparing with the regular people. What is the deficiency with the national level, international level, literature survey and the educational issue what we are. Based on that, we are defining the problem statement. We want to identify hunger index for the area, these people. So how will you define hunger index? Based on nutritious food, early child death, then what are the parameters involving? The height weight ratio, age versus height, age versus weight. These are the important character of identifying hunger index. Based on the hunger index, we need to compare within the country in different state. Tamil Nadu, how much people are suffering. Before that, we want to understand Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Maharashtra. So comparing all those things, now what we are, how much we are getting percentage, comparison is important within the state. Then we are comparing with the international level. With that international level, the people are taking the food, how much deficiency is there, then how will you write a problem statement. These and all human centric problem, not industry based problem. After problem definition, we are going for idea. What are the idea to reduce the hunger? We are analyzing where is the need, how to solve the problem. Here in our country, the major issue, our country basically agri-based country. Even though it is agri-based country, one end we have a lot of food available, food grains available, but another end we are not able to get. Tomato per kg 1 rupee. One end we have a higher level quantity. Another, the same country, due to improper transportation, we are not able to get a proper food. By transportation makes many things possible. How will you improve our transportation at cheaper cost? Taking the food from one area to another area. While taking a fruits and vegetable from one place to another place, major issues start. We cannot maintain the quality of food. How to make this quality of food? Now coming to the point, while here defining a problem statement, again within the problem statement we have a lot of deficiencies, some difficulties also. How will you identify this problem by means of adding some literature articles, national and international level? Based on that, we can solve the problem statement immediately. The problem statement itself, the clarity is very, very important. Now we have a problem definition connected with feature, variables, input and outputs, aim. First I told the objective of the problem, main objective of the problem. Then we have a sub-objective. Here we have input. The input, what is there? Problem output, problem statement. So what are the futures of the problem? Whether it's a serious or it will take a longer time or we need to take a lighter sense. What are the variables involved in this problem? Now coming to the point, water. The problem in the city, most of the time, city, we have a many lakes 20-30 years ago. Now, most of the lake, the people are occupying. Many university, educational institutions are coming into the city, people taking care of all those things. We are not able to store the water. The water issue will come during the summer. How will you manage that time? At present, how many lake we have? We can increase the capacity of the lake. Volume of water storage we can improvising. So here variables, what are the variables, important variables involved? What is the problem future? What is our aim and object? What are the parameters particularly for input and output? Now taking a water is the issue. How will you define? What is the aim of this problem? Aim, objective, main objective, reduce the water scarcity inside our city. This is a main aim. Sometime we have a flood, other time we don't have a proper water. The problem statement, we want to maintain a water capacity uniformly. We can get a water continuously, but summer we don't have. During the winter session, we have a plenty of water. Where can we take? Where can we storage? All those things. The aim is maintaining a water capacity. Here, input and output. What are the input parameters involving here? Water is coming inside, monsoon, utilization, how many people are in this state, in this city, what are the things involved for getting input water, what are the daily wastage in the water, where the water will move and going to the particularly sea level. So input parameter and output parameter we need to think. Then why we need to think? So we will ask 5W2H question. What, where, whom, why, when. These questions we will ask. Finally, what are the variables involving here? So variables means per year how much quantity of water is coming through the regular monsoon. Near state, while opening the dam, how much quantity of water coming to our canal and lake. These are the definition of problem for water scarcity. So based on the discussion, the definition, what we are defining, we are taking a problem statement based on the society need. While taking a poverty and happiness index, the problem statement is different. Here, we are taking a poverty. Poverty, I will do different. India, the country, the topmost level in GDP. The GDP, gross domestic product, we are in the fifth position. But our per capita income is not on par with that international level. So what is the problem statement? GDP level based on the wealth, land, water, sky, above all we have a good human being. The population capacity plays major role. With that, our GDP is good, but at the same time, we don't have per capita income. Now, we want to identify a problem statement stating that we want to improve a per capita income. How will you improvising per capita income? More industry revolution. Based on the more industry revolution, we can improvising our per capita income. So per capita income increased means the society, livelihood, nature will improve steadily. So students can take this initiative, how it is possible. Instead of going job in the private company or going in the state or central government job, we need to create job. This way will help many people to improvising that per capita income. Instead of job seekers, we want generate job. Creating job is a major problem statement here. So we started with the poverty, we turned into GDP, then we are coming into again per capita income. The improvement of per capita income based on the entrepreneurial ecosystem. How will you improvising entrepreneurial ecosystem? That's why we are introducing this type of course. By problem statement, design thinking type of courses and workshop, improvising many things based on our taking the initiative in the student mind. In the student mind, particularly for institution, schools, higher education institution, university, we are taking this course in the initial stage. For that, taking a problem statement, how to identify a problem, we are giving training through education. Through education, we are introducing the paper like innovation and entrepreneurship even at the school level by means of understanding what is innovation, what is entrepreneurship. They will go and do some design thinking steps even at the school level. Based on the design and the steps, they are identifying the problem. They are giving a solution for the public issue at their school level. Many people are giving a suitable solution at the school level. Now I will give you a suitable example. The ninth, 10th standard students, while conducting innovation kind of program, they are coming forward, coming with suitable idea based on their thought process. That idea from one suitable school, one suitable example, the people are coming while coming to the school before 9 o'clock. They will take initial morning breakfast as well afternoon lunch. Sometimes schools are providing a lunch if they are in the higher standard like 11th standard and 12th standard. It is difficult to get afternoon meals. They are taking rice, that means food from their home. They are starting from the home around 6:30. They are reaching around 8. 9 o'clock the classes will start. During the time of travel, they are taking food. That food is not in good quality. The students like afternoon meals. They want a rice that too hot. It is possible when they are designing a bag, that to school bag, we have a laptop charger. During the travel, many people are getting charging the laptop with that laptop bag. Here we are taking the instead of laptop we have a food box. That means that carrier, food carrier, that is connected to charger. Through the charging, small induction heating coil help the system to be little bit hot. Because of that, they can get good quality food during their travel. Another students coming with a suitable idea. Instead of taking a food from home at the early stage morning, we will switch on the heater continuously, slowly, light heating is there. Because of that, the food is at a warm condition. Instead of that, taking a raw rice with suitable vegetable during the traveling time and the class working time, it is possible for cooking inside the bag. You'll have all the raw material, rice, vegetable, some extra ingredients, everything you are putting in the box while charging. Slowly it will get heating. After that we can little bit rice is coming from that we can eat satisfactorily. The student young mind, they are taking a problem statement and defining the problem statement. Here problem statement says the students want hot good afternoon lunch. This is the definition of the problem. For that problem they have empathy with each other. My mother is not able to give a suitable rice, hot rice during their lunch time. How can I get? One boy is giving rice another boy is giving sambar, another boy giving side dish. Based on the sharing, they are enjoying the afternoon lunch. So problem definition give suitable solution. The understanding the problem is important for solving the problem statement. With this we will conclude. We start with the empathize. Now we are defining the problem. Next lecture we will see how to ideate. Based on the idea, we'll have a prototype. What is the meaning of prototype? Then based on the prototype, we will go for testing. These and all very very important for startup journey. Based on that, we will see the next technology readiness level. With this, we will conclude the definition of problem. Thank you. Once again, we will meet in the different session in the idea generation, ideating. Thank you.